Okay, it's mini lecture time. If you are one of those people who has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 checking accounts, this one's for you. So all props to Michael Michalowicz. He absolutely hit the ball out of the park when he came up with profit first concept and budgeting for profit first. I told him a long time ago when I interviewed him, I loved him and I hated him. I loved him because he thought of something that was really important for entrepreneurs to get, because it made finances and their money understandable. I hate him because he thought of it first, number one, damn it. But he also had all these bank accounts get set up. And what you got to remember when people learn things is they jump right to, what can I practically do right now to make this thing happen? So despite the fact that his book is one of the best theories for entrepreneurial finance ever written, people skip past all of the theory to the, hey, I just need to set up 5 bank accounts and everything will be good spot. So it doesn't work that way. If you didn't have any money before you set up 5 bank accounts, you're not going to have any money after you set them up. And if you do have money before you set up 5 bank accounts, you will have them. It's money after you set them up. So there's no magic in the bank accounts themselves, right? I know that sounds pretty obvious, but here's the thing. If you are a person who has truly read the book Profit First, or you understand that putting money aside to pay yourself and pay taxes is critical, and this is really important, you have a plan for how you're going to make the money to do that. So you've created a forecast or a budget, and you know every month I'm going to get $1,000 out, I'm going to put 100 in the taxes account and 100 in the profit account and 100 here and 100 there. And you do that, like it's a realistic forecast and it really does match what you think is going to happen in your business, then absolutely have all the accounts. Have at it. It's wonderful. Truth of the matter is you probably don't need them as much as the people who are setting up these accounts. And what I come across a lot is people who've set up all the accounts, but then they spend all their time moving money back and forth. Because while they put money into the profit account with good intentions or money into the tax account with good intentions, business is hard, life is hard, and they end up having to scrape it back into the operating account. And they end up playing this ping pong game with those accounts, which costs a lot of time and money. And this is no judgment on not having a lot of money when you're a business owner. We don't. It's just how it works, right? When we're just starting out. But why set up something complicated for yourself when there's already not enough money and you're already strapped for time? All this is going to do is mean that anybody who's doing your bookkeeping, anybody who's doing your taxes, anybody who's doing anything to help you with your finances is going to cost more, because they have to follow the trail of all that money bouncing back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for no reason except that you set up these accounts to use but haven't yet set up the process to really use them in an effective way. So there's the bottom line for this little mini lecture. If you have 5 or 6 checking accounts or saving accounts in your business and you're really just passing money back and forth between them, get rid of them, get it down to 1 account, maybe even 2, a savings account and a business account. But until then, you're just costing yourself in bookkeeper fees or in your time to keep track of all this money going back and forth. I even know people who literally physically go to a bank and deposit the checks back and forth from these accounts. In Michael's book, the critical part was not set up 5 accounts. That was the one thing you can do. It's like when people say, I want to start a podcast, what microphone do I buy? Well, the microphone's the last thing you should be worried about. You should be worried about the content. You should be worried about attracting people, keeping people, having enough episodes to drop, all the logistics, but certainly not what microphone do you use. Same thing here. You don't need these accounts until you're in a position to actually be putting the money aside and leaving it there. So that's my tip for the day. Hope it resonated with some of you. If you got multiple accounts, drop a comment down below and let me know. I'm willing to listen to somebody who has a different argument about this.